Okay, here is the recording of my Witness solo legend clear. I'll explain it as the fight goes here. So I start in the back of the middle of the map. We're using Witherhoard, a solar auto rifle, and an Apex Predator solar rocket with prismatic class. I'm also using the Strand turret and Pocket Singularity for my melee, and Healing Rift with Hellion Mortar Rift. So the first thing we're doing is clearing some of the adds here. We placed a Witherhoard and a Strand turret in the middle, and we're clearing some of these flyer adds. The first of the fight's actually pretty calm. All we're worried about is the Witness will be in the middle, the left, and the right, and they will fire an attack that will basically one-shot you. So you gotta make sure you're behind something when it comes out. I'm using jumping in and out of Witherhoard or behind cover, so that way I can get behind it and shoot to safely damage. We don't have to clear every ad, just enough ads so that you stay alive. So the first subjugator should be going halfway here pretty soon. As you can see, we're still staying behind. So the next mechanic happens where nuts spawn and give you the Shield It from Darkness buff, which you got earlier in the campaign. Once you get that, the doors will open on the left and right side to grab the Aegis relic. Once you have the relic, you can work back to the back middle. There will be little wizard thralls that come out of nowhere. Make sure you kill them, and then you can fire your super at the shield here. And then you'll be prompted to go into the light in the back middle and use your shield, because the Witness will be doing an attack that will one-shot you. You will just hold the relic down until it goes away.
The frozen got me for a second.
Once it goes away, be prepared, as there will still be adds and the subjugator left. This is where you want to finish the first subjugator. As you can see, I'm using my rocket here just to get rid of some adds quickly, so that I have a safety perimeter quicker, because it's a little more hectic than the very first part. Especially if the subjugator is close by, like he is there. Witherhoard does pretty good here, as it usually does. In and out, in and out. Nice and safe. If the subjugator doesn't even really move, then you're laughing. We almost got Shatterstorm to there. That's an attack that the Stasis Subjugator will do that you will also get killed in one shot by. So make sure you are getting away from that or aware of it when he uses it. So the first Subjugator is down, which is essentially the first half of the fight. The Sword Relic will spawn. All the adds will disappear except for these Thralls. Use these Thralls to get ammo. There was a few times where I did this fight where I had no rockets and no Witherhoard left. So if you actually wait before grabbing that, you can more Thrall will spawn.
Yeah.
So you'll see I'll run around a bit for them all to spawn. They will stop eventually, but I think it's 3 waves. So you can get 3 waves worth of ammo as well as any ammo left on the field. And then you have to hit this crystal and hold square or E or whatever. The statues here will talk, give you some lore. If you've done this a few times, then it'll just simply say destroyer. And then you'll go into the second half of the fight, which is the same, except these nut buffs will be everywhere now. You will need to keep the buff up, as the darkness will, the witness will do a wipe move to you. There will also be a strand subjugator, so this one will pull you close. I found this one to be much harder to deal with. I still saved my super here, because I really wanted it for the last half of the subjugator to close out, as well as my prismatic buff. Or prismatic transcendence, sorry. So I was trying not to get a little crazy here. I usually don't use the auto rifle too much, but I was getting close to the nut timing, so I made sure to keep it out. Trying to just keep intact here. Don't want to fire my rocket at a wall. I've done that a few times. The strand subjugator's pretty close here. I'm surprised I'm staying as close as I am, to be honest, but that's okay. So we got weakness on him too, which is nice. I think that was with the grenade when changed to prism. So remember, always keep the shielded with darkness buff up. And be aware of where the witness is. Just like phase 1. So when you get that subjugator to half, the Aegis spawns on the other half of the map. We're going to do the same thing here. Now this is where I would actually die the most. After the witness did her big attack, I would usually die as soon as I lost the Aegis. So I get in position here, my my shielded with darkness buff is almost gone. It is gone now, so I'm definitely going to need one as soon as this is over. Which I found. Perfect.
Now I can super.
And now I can super. Oh, there's prism, and I didn't. So this probably gets a little more messier than I wanted it to. Getting pushed around a bit. I also use Song of Flame super. I got my prism back though, which is good. Got the buff going. Remembered about that. So it's pretty much just trying to clean up the rest of this now. He's almost dead. We're really utilizing the same position most of the fight though. As you can see, it works really well. Strand Subjugator is standing in the back middle. This is nice. I remember thinking this. He was not close. I would have liked to deal more damage with my super, but I guess I just used my super to clear ads.
Go grab the buff.
The plan was the super to finish it, but clearing the ads is good enough because we had a good safety, a good safe way to finish it, and I believe we just finish it just like this. As you can see, the witness still does her regular attack as well as the full wipe attack with the you need in the mechanic. But I utilized this strategy pretty much the whole time with the Witherhoard jumping, and the subjugator would stay there, try to shoot me, wouldn't move too much.
Thing right beside me.
He's dead. We still have the buff ready.
Got it. Holy shit.
And that's pretty much the whole fight. At this point, I will end because the rest of the fight is quite easy. There's really not much. Once you get to this point, you're safe. That was it. GG. The fight was incredibly difficult. It took me at least 20, 30 tries or so. But that was it. Thank you for watching. You can tune in to twitch.tv/NavyCity where I'll be playing lots of Destiny 2 for the next while.
Holy fuck.
I appreciate it. Take care. Thank you.
The light